Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day prediction. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me guys what your guys' favorite team is. And please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you. It really does appreciate me for you guys to watch my videos. Alright? So I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap, and then we are going to talk about for week 1 in the NFL. I cannot wait. I'm going to talk about the matchups. I'll be talking about it again when football comes closer. But, yeah. I'm going to try to, talk about each week for the NFL coming up. So, yeah. But other than that, let's get into these NBA recaps. Please, again, guys, subscribe, comment down below, and please watch more of my videos. That being said, let's go. Now, this was a very, how do I put this game? Odd. The Cavs were going out here, win or go home. They win this, they can, go to 3-2. They lose this, they definitely go home. Donovan Mitchell, we don't know where he's going to end up. I said this yesterday. I just want basketball to be over. Not in a funny way. I'm not in a joking matter. I'm actually serious. It hurts me for me to say that, but I'm honestly kind of curious of what's going to happen with Donovan Mitchell, because now there's a lot of speculations of him going to other teams that does not require the Lakers, the Knicks. I gotta see how he fits in that other team. I don't know, because Donovan Mitchell is a great player. He's young, and if you guys are asking me where do you think he will end up, there's two scenarios for this man to end up at. I can't tell you 100% where he's going to end up, but I will give you my thoughts of where he's going to end up. Okay, I can see Donovan Mitchell in a New York Knicks uniform, 100%. But there's other scenarios of him going to Los Angeles. And if he goes to LA, that's a very interesting look for him, because he's going to get, bossed around by the crybaby. And I don't care what anybody says. I really do not care what you guys say. Oh, the crybaby doesn't boss people around. What happened to Brandon Ingram? Was a Laker got traded? What happened to Lonzo Ball? Los Angeles Laker went over to the Chicago Bulls. What happened to Kyle Kuzma? Los Angeles Lakers won a championship over to Washington. What happened to Alex Caruso? Los Angeles Lakers won a ring with them. Chicago Bulls player. There's a bunch of scenarios where I can talk about this. If Spider Mitchell requests to go to the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm happy for him, but I'm also kind of worried for him. Not only because I'm worried for him, he's going to get bossed around. Nothing about getting bullied nothing about getting bullied around. He's going to get bossed around. And I know people are going to say Donovan Mitchell is his own player. Now, what will take Donovan Mitchell to come to Los Angeles to play with Anthony Davis? I don't know. I really do not know that scenario. And I know what people are going to say to me next. Why is Anthony Davis still on the Lakers? Why is he not traded? But all the other players are. Anthony Davis signed a 5-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. He can break that if he wants, but I don't think he wants to break it, in my opinion. So, yeah. And Anthony Davis is too fragile to have that kind of contract with that kind of money and that kind of player. I would not risk him to be on that team. And you guys all know me that I'm a huge fan of Anthony Davis. We all know that. AD, Anthony Davis from the New Orleans Pelicans, to the Los Angeles Lakers, and he developed a lot. So, what would take me to not say that AD will not be a superstar in Los Angeles, or will be a superstar in Los Angeles, if he stops getting hurt? We all saw what he did last season. Got into a ring, did boxing, then this season, he got a tattoo of his whole career from NCAA to the NBA. We'll see what's going to happen from time to come from AD. But, yeah. I'm just going to say this loud and clear to each and every fan base out there and each and other player out there, and whatever team your player wants to end up at, I'm here to tell you this, the truth. Just because one superstar is not coming to one of your favorite teams, or the team that you root for, or one of the teams that you hope for him to come, doesn't mean that it's the NBA world. It's not over. The NBA is still going on. Maybe he might come in the future. You never know. And if Donovan Mitchell comes to Los Angeles, so be it. Let him do it. I'll be happy for him. Don't get me wrong. But most likely, I want to see him in New York. I don't know why something in New York with him. I just want to see him in New York with Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Josh Hart, Hartenstein, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, all of them. And what will take me to say that this is a dangerous squad? This can actually pull us somewhere. This can actually take us to the far land. What will take us to get Donovan Mitchell? What will take the New York Knicks to pick up and require Donovan Mitchell for next season? Because I will tell you this now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm here to tell you, I don't see Donovan Mitchell staying in Cleveland. I'm going to say that right now. I will put 100 billion chances of me saying that. I don't see Donovan Mitchell staying in Cleveland. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't give a crap. I don't care. Most of the time, everybody gets stuff right, and most of the time, people get stuff right. Not everybody gets 100% right. So what would take me to say that Donovan Mitchell stays in Cleveland or leaves Cleveland? The only way for him to stay in Cleveland is if he gets super players. If he gets players that don't get hurt that much. Darius Garland, you can't rely on Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland. My bad, Darius Garland. You cannot rely on Darius Garland. This man dropped, and when I tell you guys his points, you're gonna tell me that's not the Darius Garland that I know. I know there's not the Darius Garland that I know. This man dropped 11 points last night. To sit here and say that win or go home scenario, you go out there and drop 11 points. Max Strus. Oh, where do I start with you? Was in Miami, got required by Cleveland. Thought that Max Strus can be the puzzle for Cleveland. Was not. There's a bunch of players that I could talk about. Some good points and some bad points. And I don't want to get into that. I just want to talk about that Donovan Mitchell will be, for sure, 100% out of Cleveland into two teams that I know. Los Angeles, LA, New York, Knicks, New York. Now, you guys can tell me in the comments, where would you guys want to see Donovan? I want to see that number 45 in New York. Maybe we can see a number 45 in LA. We don't know. Let the chips fall where they may. And we all can't run Donovan Mitchell's life. Donovan Mitchell is his own person, his own player. He can do whatever he wants. Wherever he goes, I'll be happy for him. Because we all know that Donovan Mitchell is a great player, and he's just going to get better and better, and you can't stop it. I'm just pointing that as facts. But I want to say this. Alright? This game was not a fun game. I don't care what anybody says. It's your last run in the playoffs. It's your last game playing for next season. And Donovan Mitchell did not play in this game. He was out for an injury. We all know that. I knew that. I mentioned it yesterday. And and the New York Knicks, not the New York Knicks, the Cleveland Cavaliers were missing some players. They were not, feeling 100%. And the shoulders were lying on Darius Garland, Max Strus, and all of the Cleveland players. And they just didn't have it in them that night. They kept it up a little bit, and then after that, everything just went away. I don't know where it went. But I want to say one thing. If Donovan Mitchell stays in Cleveland or he's out of Cleveland, nobody hate this man. Nobody say this man's not a good player. He's not a fun player to watch on TV. Let him do what he wants. Let him go where he wants. And I'm going to say this again, the nicest way I can. Let the chips fall where they may. That's all I got to say. But yeah, man, we're going to see what Cleveland does next season. We'll see if Donovan Mitchell stays in Cleveland or Darius Garland stays in Cleveland too, or Cleveland gets more recruits, better players that don't get hurt. So, yeah. Now, let's go to the Celtics side. Where do I start from you, Boston Celtics? Now, Jason Tatum, the man, the great player in Celtics right now. The man that everybody thinks that you will win a championship this season and this year. You're the best player. But now, I will stop Celtics fans right there. Okay? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. I'll take it under the chin. Jason Tatum and the Celtics, they're an elite team. They're the best team in the Eastern Conference, the best team in the NBA, wherever you want to start. From 1st to 15, I don't care where you want to start in the Eastern Conference. Can this team, they're going out here, they're beating the Cavs, the Knicks, the Bucks, all the teams in the West, in the Eastern Conference from the West too. But they had one question and one question only. They're going to wait for New York or the Pacers. Not going to sit here and say they are. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not. If they go and they play either of those teams and they advance, their true test is, can they beat the Nuggets? Or can they beat the Nuggets? Can they and will they? Not once, but to game 4, to game 5, to game 6, to game 7. Because so far, what I saw in this game here, Jason Tatum was doing good. Jaylen Brown was doing good. Main player that was going off in this game was Al Horford. Al Horford pulled this team to a win. Al Horford said, you know what, I'm done playing with the Cavs. Let's go relax. Let's wait for our next opponent, Knicks, Pacers. We have a few days to rest, and then we go on the court and play these two teams. We play this two next teams next week. That's what he did. That's what he certainly did. And to sit here and say that the Celtics beat the Cavs in 5 or 4 or 6 or whatever, their true test is when they beat the Pacers or the Knicks or whatever team they play next. Their real truth is, can they beat the Nuggets? Al Horford, do you think you're ready enough to handle Nikola Jokic? That's the real question. Because everybody's been wanting, including me, everybody's been wanting the Celtics Nuggets. These are the two best teams in the NBA. 2 teams really good in the East, 2 teams in the West. So what are we gonna say and sit here and say that this is not a good matchup? And I'm not gonna sit here and say the Mavs are gonna move on or not move on. I'm not gonna sit here and say the Thunder is gonna move on or not move on. I'm just talking about the 2 teams right here. The Nuggets and the Celtics. So I can't wait for that matchup. I can't wait for the NBA Finals to see who's gonna, to face up in there. Can't wait. Yeah, that's the real truth for the Celtics. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for this NBA recap. Cleveland. So disappointing how your season ended this year. Celtics moving on. Donovan Mitchell, again, before we do move on, I'm still waiting to see where I'm going to see you in the next team next year or next season. I'm really hoping, and I'm crossing my fingers, for the New York Knicks. That's all I want. You in a New York Knicks uniform with Jalen Brunson, that's going to be a scary duo. I don't think nobody wants to face the Knicks at that point. So, yeah. But anyways, let's move on. The Dallas Mavericks take a 3-2 lead. They went up to Oklahoma, and they physically won this game. They did amazing. Who do I say thank you to in this game? None other than Luka Doncic. I don't know where Kyrie Irving has been so far. Kyrie he's in his own world for some odd reason. And yeah. Sorry, this game was not played in Dallas. It will be going to Dallas. This game was played in Oklahoma City. But Luka said we dropped the last game. We lost that game because we had it in our hands and we dropped it. It slipped right through our hands. That's what he did. He made that game slip right through his hands because he missed 3 throws. Derek Lively missed 3 throws. And he said, you know what? We're going to go back into Oklahoma and we are going to win this game one way or another. And they won in a good way. Not a pretty way, not an ugly way, an okay way. But we're going to see what's going to happen in the next game. I can't wait. I'm excited. We've all said this before. Whoever's tied 2-2 in the series, don't matter from one team to another, whoever takes a 2-3 lead, it's over. Whoever takes a 3-1 lead, it's over. Whoever takes a 3-0 lead is over. But when it goes to 2-2, it's exciting. But it's over. I want to see a team this season in the playoffs 3-3, and they all go on the floor and they just battle it out there. Win or go home for both teams. That's what I want to see this year. I want to see 2 teams tied at 3-3, and then on the bottom corner says win or go home for both of these teams. You got to lay it all out on the table for these 2 teams. I can't wait. Hopefully, the team that I'm rooting for that does win. But yeah, we'll see what Oklahoma City does. We'll see if they tie the series at 2-2 or 3-3, or they actually do lose in Dallas. This was a great win. This was a great game. I just, all around from the first to the fourth, I try to look for Kyrie. Kyrie was not going off in usually games, you know. I know Kyrie was in the game, just Kyrie was not going off for some odd reason. I don't know why. I don't know if they were locking him down good, or he's just, hopefully he's not nervous, because Kyrie, you're used to playoff moments. This is your time to shine, bro. And if you don't want to be there, just give it to Luka. Because, you know, Luka loves playing in the playoffs. And by the way, Luka, I saw you smiling in the press conference. I didn't hear what you said or what the media said, but I just saw you laughing for some odd reason. This dude is so tired, bro. Oh my God. People must be feeling bad for Kyrie. I don't care what anybody says. What about other players? Yeah, I feel bad for them, but not as much as I feel bad for Luka, man. Luka's hurt. From his chest to his shoes. That's how bad he's hurt. That's how bad he's hurting. It looks like this man can't walk, but it looks like he's just going through the pain. Like everybody, well, some players do. They just play through the pain. Hopefully it gets better. But sooner or later, this playoffs will be over. Luka can go relax in Dallas. And he needs a long one. So, but again, Oklahoma City Thunder, he did amazing in that last game. But this game here, SGA was not the clutch moment, dude. You see, one game SGA goes off, and one game, and the next game he doesn't show up. I'm gonna say that loud and clear. All right, these Oklahoma City Thunder, they're a great, talented team. I love watching this Oklahoma City Thunder team. But am I gonna sit here and say that the Oklahoma City Thunder does not know what they're doing sometimes? Honestly, sometimes I think of myself saying that, but no, they know what they're doing. But SGA over here, this dude keeps missing a lot of shots. I feel like he missed a lot more shots than he made them. That's just me. In the Pelican series, he was literally dominating against the Pelicans. So, what needs to make SGA's playoff atmosphere change? I know this is like what, his second or third playoff game. We'll see what's gonna happen and see if he will change his energy on the court. Yeah. But I'm gonna give you guys my NBA recap for today. Please again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is. Alright. Now, we only have one game today. This series is at 2-3. I said this before. I was just mentioning it. I want to see this game go to a Game 7. I want this series to be tied 3-3. Win or go home. Leave it all out there on the table. Nikola Jokic against Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. I have some stuff to talk about you guys. Game 2, when Rudy Gobert was not there, you guys were locking down Jamal Murray. And so far, I have not seen it. Game 3, it looked like you guys got lost for some odd reason. Game 4, you guys were, trailing up and down. Game 5, that was not pretty at all. What will be today? Can I please, all I'm asking is, from Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves squad, lock down the Denver Nuggets. Lock down Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Porter, Aaron Gordon, and all of the Nuggets players. We all can't sit here and talk about how the Nuggets were a team that everybody said the Nuggets were going to be left behind and they're not making it to the playoffs. I guess Nikola Jokic can go back to his home country. And then Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, might knock out the Timberwolves because they're up 2-0 in the series. The Nuggets were down 2-0 to the Timberwolves, and they took Game 3 and Game 4 from them. And Game 2. No, Game 2, you guys were locking them down. Game 2, you were locking them down. I meant to say Game 3 and Game 4. They came back and they took it. And then they took a 3-2 lead. What will tonight be? What will in a few hours be? Will the Timberwolves tie this series, or will they go home? We all have to find out here in a few hours. And it's in Minnesota. Now, I don't know if that's going to help Minnesota or hurt Minnesota. In my opinion, I think it's going to help because they're not playing in Denver. Denver's a hard place to win so far. The way that I saw from Minnesota. But, yeah. Minnesota, all I can tell you is go out there, shoot lights out like if we've never seen you shoot before. Jamal Murray, you keep on... You always do something amazing out there on the court. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you're doing that. But you're always doing something amazing out there. And I can't talk about how much you're a great player. People hate you so much because of what you do on the court. But to sit here and say that there should be no point of people hating you on the court or hating you as a fan player, just know there's just no point of people hating you because why? Because you're so good, you're so talented. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. He's an amazing player. So yeah, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Anthony Edwards, you better go off today. Nikola Jokic, you're gonna be doing Nikola Jokic things. Rudy Gobert. Do I have to talk about you? I do. You know how last game that you won a defensive player or something like that? I didn't read it fully, I didn't hear it fully, but congratulations if you winning that, by the way. You're the defensive player, right? If I'm correct. You got embarrassed by Nikola Jokic. How are you a defensive player if Nikola Jokic did an and one on you? 2-pointer, made it, and one. And he goes to the free throw and make it. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and deny anything or say anything about Rudy Gobert, nice or mean. All I'm saying is, do you think he is really a defensive player? I think that defensive player should be Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, any of those other players. Not Rudy Gobert. I don't know what Rudy Gobert was doing against Nikola Jokic last game. This man got embarrassed. He looked like he was not the defensive player in that game. We'll see what's going to happen today. I can't wait until these two players go on the court and see what they do. So, yeah. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give you guys my NBA news and NFL news real quick. Apparently, I forgot to mention this. The Dallas Thunder series, the game that we just had yesterday, they were booing Luka Doncic. Now, first off, when I heard this, I was like, what is going on? Why are you booing Luka Doncic? There's no point of you booing Luka. What did Luka do to the Thunder fan base? I'm just kind of curious. Or what did he do to the players? I don't know. Somebody can fill me into that, because I really do not know why people are booing. And and funny enough, there's fan bases booing other players in the playoffs. To be honest, I think that's a good idea. I just don't know what did Luka do, or what do these players do to that fan base. I understand with some players booing their own their own fan base booing other players from the opposite team, because of hitting and doing things that they shouldn't be doing in the game. Which I understand they should do that. But to Luka, I don't know why they're doing it to Luka. I don't know what Luka did. Did Luka actually hit somebody in the face that we didn't know about? It's just funny to me. That's just what I wanted to say. But yeah. Alright, guys. I'm gonna give you guys my NFL Week 1 prediction. I did this for the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna do one for the Philadelphia Eagles and a bunch of other teams sooner than later down in the line. Or maybe towards regular season, I don't know. But this is week 1, NFL predictions. It's way too early, but I'm just going to talk about it. Baltimore Ravens, Chiefs. Now, you got Lamar Jackson against Mahomes, whatever you want to call him. This is the team that last season beat the Baltimore Ravens in a playoff game. And the Baltimore Ravens just gave the Chiefs the game at that point. Now, Baltimore Ravens have a new players. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. They got rid of OBJ to get Derrick Henry. That offense of the Baltimore Ravens is going to be nasty. That offensive team is going to be disgusting. Whatever you want to say. That team is going to probably be the scariest team that I've faced or watching the NFL. There's no other team out there that's better than them. Okay? But I just want to say this. I don't know why teams from the NBA to the NFL building super teams. It's not like you're going to win. You're going to lose. I'm going to tell you that 100%. Not going to be wrong about this one. Look at teams like Baltimore Ravens. They're building a super team for what? They're going to build a team. Baltimore Ravens fans, you better cross your fingers that Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry don't get hurt. That's all I'm saying. Alright? This will be an exciting game. Week 1. I can't wait. Next game, we got the Falcons versus Pittsburgh. We got Kirk Cousins against Russell Wilson. I'm not really too much excited about this game. But I'm going to be rolling with... I'm not going to be talking about the teams I'm going for. I'm just going to talk about them. Honestly. Pittsburgh Steelers. I will talk about the Falcons here in a little bit. But Pittsburgh Steelers, I have a question for you. You build a super team too, right, in the NFL? You got Russell Wilson, and you got a bunch of other players, right? Perfect. Now, let me ask you this. The real question is, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, Pittsburgh Steelers players, can you get over the hill to bring a Super Bowl back to Pittsburgh? Here's the thing. I told you guys this before. I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't want Pittsburgh to win the Super Bowl at all. To sit here and say that they might win a Super Bowl this year, I must be asleep. I must be, out of it or something. I don't know. Why are teams in the NFL building super teams? For what? To beat the Kansas City Chiefs? To beat Mahomes? You just because you build a super team to beat the Chiefs does not mean you get the upper hand to think you're going to win the Super Bowl. I just want to point that out to everybody in the NFL that's a huge fan of the NFL league. I just want to point that out. To build a super team around the Chiefs to think you're going to bring the Super Bowl home, congratulations. You got what you wanted. But I'm here to tell you that you might not bring it all the way home. Because players get hurt, players get subbed out, players don't want to play sometimes. It's just all around. And you got to hope around your team to not get hurt or get benched. I'm just pointing that as facts. So, yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to see what's going to happen this season for you guys. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to watch a lot of games of this team. Going to see what's going to happen. All right. Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. So, me and my friend, we were talking about this last night. We talked about every team. But he told me that the Falcons might be okay this season. I don't know why the Falcons decided to go get Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, sometimes he's a on and off guy on the field. Just want to point that out. And if I'm correct, I don't know if I am, because I didn't watch the draft. I didn't hear about it. The Falcons went to go get a quarterback, if I'm correct. If that is true, do you guys not have faith in Kirk Cousins? I'm just pointing that out. Because if you went out to go get a quarterback, you know that Kirk Cousins might fumble the bag. I'm just pointing the facts out. Yeah. Next game. The Titans, Colts. CJ Stroud. I talked a lot about the playoffs for CJ Stroud and his team, and now he has Stephon Diggs. This team will be nasty from the first player to the last player on that team. People are not giving CJ Stroud props. CJ Stroud is a young, developed quarterback. What he did for his last college and what he's doing for his team now, can't deny it. Cannot deny it. That he's a great quarterback. I hope this season and this year, the Houston Texans go where they went before, but we're going to see what's going to happen. I can't wait for these two teams to play. The Colts. What do I talk about the Colts? I don't know. You guys have a droughful season almost every single year. I feel like this is a team that's like really depressing and nobody talks about. I never heard anybody that says, oh, I'm a Colts fan. Honestly, you guys got a good quarterback. That's all I can say, too. You got a good quarterback. These two great quarterbacks are going to go out there and do their best show. But we're going to see what's going to happen. Okay? So, yeah. Now we're going to talk about this side. Raiders versus Chargers. I know people really don't want me to talk about this, but I'm going to either way talk about it. These two teams, from offense to defense, have a horrible play. And I'm talking about that in my own team. You guys see behind me, I am a Los Angeles Chargers fan. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And I said this before. This might not be a good season for us. And this might not even be a good week 1 game. Whoever came out the NFL script, or not script, whoever came out the NFL schedule, why do you have the Raiders playing the Chargers? Do you want us to get blown out week 1 already? I know what happened last season. The Raiders put up 62 points against my team. And we put up 21 on them, and that didn't even matter. Hopefully this game is a new chapter for this team. Hopefully Jim Harbaugh can actually bring something to this team. The offense is going to be bad from start to finish. The Raiders' defense is going to be bad from start to finish too. And their offense is going to be worse too. I forgot about that. Davante Adams is still on this team, and I'm surprised he didn't leave. Davante Adams, I'm going to do something nice for you, okay? And I'm going to say something nice for you. When the Raiders don't make it to the playoffs, I want you to request a trade. That's all I want to say. Request a trade for this season. Or up to this, after this NFL season. That's all I want to say. Because the Raiders are not doing nothing for you. The Raiders will not do nothing for you. They will not get you weapons on the field or get you a weapon for a quarterback. I just want to point that out to you. I'm just pointing the facts out for you. Okay? That's that from me to you. I'm being the nicest guy I can for you, okay? Raiders are still trash. I don't care if you put up 62 on my head. I don't care. I really do not care. Charger fans out there can go and cry and say, oh, we lost badly. I didn't care. Because it was at the end of the season of the game. And to be honest, nobody was healthy at that time, too. Justin Herbert was out. Easton Stick was not a reliable quarterback. I don't care. All around. Bad game, bad players, bad coach. Horrible fan base at that time. I don't care. Alright, now we got this game here. Now, before we talk about this game, the Dallas Cowgirls Browns, Tom Brady will be announcing this game. He will be the announcer for this game. We'll see what's going to happen. I can't wait for this game because, you know, it's the Dallas Cowgirls Browns. I want to see what the Dallas Cowgirls are going to do. Everybody says this is the Dallas Cowgirls' time. So, if the Dallas Cowgirls win their first game, are you going to say this is our season? If you lose this game, you're going to say, oh, it's only one loss? I'm just kind of curious. I'm just pointing that out. So, yeah. But other than that, I can't wait for Tom Brady to be the announcer for that game. I can't wait for week 1 to start. All right, next game. We got Rams, Detroit Lions. Now, before anybody knows this or talks about this, these are the two former teams that did get a trade from each quarterback. Jared Goff against Matthew Stafford. I'm excited to see this game here. I don't know why. Maybe these two teams actually have, something to prove this season. Start of the season, week 1. I can't wait. But, yeah. We missed a few teams. I missed Saints, Carolina. I missed Carolina Panthers and the Saints. And then I missed the Titans, Bears. So we're going to move on to this one right here for week 1 still. The Titans, we're going to see. I'm kind of curious of what's going to happen this season, this upcoming season, because I don't see you guys doing anything this year because you got rid of Derrick Henry. You got rid of, what I heard, I don't know if it's true, maybe you got rid of a lot of players is what I heard. But, yeah. So, we'll see what's going to happen. Bears, you just required Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, and a lot of more players. Now, it's going to hurt me to say this, and probably people don't know this. I'm excited to see these Bears to go on that field and see what they do. I can't wait. Not only that, I want to see what the Bears are going to do. I want to see what Caleb Williams is going to do. He's talking all that stuff to say, oh, he's a great quarterback. He's the number 1 pick for the NFL draft. Let me ask you this, Caleb Williams. Can you bring it to the real stage? Can you bring it to the field? The NFL field? Can you against Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Kirk Cousins, Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, can you go against him? That's the real truth. That's the real question. Can't wait for that season, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. Yeah. Alright. We're going to go to this one here. Carolina Saints. Honestly, I don't know what to talk about this one. Derek Trash. I don't know what to say about the Saints. The Saints think they can, get more weapons or see they're good on the defense side or offense side. I'm not going to sit here and talk about this team that much because I haven't seen nothing new about them. And they're becoming those low franchise team too. They're like in the bottom tier where the Saints are. Or Carolina Panthers, my bad. They're in the same tier as the Carolina Panthers and the Colts. Yep. Now, Carolina Panthers. You're there too where the Colts are. You're there where the Colts are too. I don't know what I'm going to see from this team. This team only got like 2 wins, if I'm correct? 2 wins? Or 1 win, something like that. I don't know. I didn't watch it fully, and I didn't even look at the record clearly for this team. So we'll see what's gonna happen this coming up season for the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully they get better than last season, just a little bit better. Now we're gonna move on to the other side. Jordan Love against Jalen Hurts. Eagles versus Green Bay. Honestly, should I be mad about this one? Should I say this is an easy dub? Should I say that the Green Bay Packers have nothing to prove against the Philadelphia Eagles? I mean, this is the Green Bay Packers that almost went all the way to the playoffs, so I can't say anything about Jordan Love. Jordan Love's a great player, great quarterback, young quarterback. So we'll see what's going to happen with him. What do I say about the Eagles? Eagles are going to keep on flying the way they always have. They're going to keep on doing what they're doing. Jalen Hurts. Eagles. I'm happy that they got Saquon Barkley. That's going to be a nasty offense too. I can't wait. And that'll be Saquon Barkley's first game as an Eagle. I can't wait. First game. Can't wait. Arizona Cardinals, Buffalo Bills. I don't know what to say about this one. I don't know. Because the Buffalo Bills, they got rid of almost their whole offense. And people are telling me that the Buffalo Bills got a lot more players back. And they signed. Can they go back to where they were a few seasons ago? Or this past season or the season after that? We're going to have to wait and see what Buffalo Bills will do. I can't wait to see what Buffalo Bills team will do. So, yeah. Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa. Jags versus Dolphins. Now, this game here is going to be very fun to watch. Watch Trevor Lawrence going against Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and OBJ. So, to sit here and say that the Dolphins are not that scary or they are scary, all I want to say is calm down. We're not going to get happy. We're not going to get hyped up because we don't know what we're going to see from the Dolphins yet. Because everybody thinks, again, you think you can win a championship with a offensive team, a super team. Nah, defense wins championship. So can the Dolphins bring can they bring defense in good? We're gonna see. Offense don't bring a lot of wins. It just give you a scoreboard. That's good. That's all I can tell you. So, yeah. Minnesota Vikings, Giants. Now, I'm really not I don't know how I feel about this one because not seeing Kirk Cousins as a Viking is kind of very interesting. We are going to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of intrigued about this game. I don't know why, but yeah, see what's going to happen. New England Patriots versus Bengals. Joe Burrow, an elite quarterback, great quarterback. Hopefully one day he brings a Super Bowl to Bengals. Do I think that he will this season? We gotta wait and see. I don't know how they're gonna be. I can't sit here and say they're gonna be an elite team. I can't sit here and say they're gonna be a terrible team. There's gonna be some wins. There's gonna be some losses. But I'm excited to see what they do. New England side. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say about this team either. I mean, you guys got an okay. I want to say he's an okay quarterback. He's an elite quarterback. Let's just say that. So, yeah. Broncos, Seattle Seahawks. I'm excited to see this one. I don't know why, but we're gonna see what Seattle does and Broncos do. Broncos got rid of Russell Wilson. And it's going to be very funny on the field this upcoming season because I know Russell Wilson. Are they really blaming Russell Wilson or are they blaming the offense? That's the real truth. Or are they blaming the defense? My friend, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with their team. Yeah. Commanders, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, Maker failed, whatever you want to say. Going against the Commanders. Now, the Commanders, I'm excited to see what they're going to do because this is a team that got rid of their quarterback that they drafted, I think last season or the season after that. And I think now he's on the, I don't know, somebody told me that he was playing for, or he's a backup quarterback for a team. I think it was it the Eagles or the Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't know who it was. I forgot what team it was, so I don't know what team precisely. But I heard that the Commanders got rid of their main quarterback that they drafted. So, yeah. We'll see what's going to happen. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to... I don't know. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization is going to rely on Baker Mayfield. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I want to say. Good luck. Because I don't see anything happening for this one. So, yeah. Last one is, this one I'm excited for. Eagles. Oh, no, not Eagles. 49er Jets. Aaron Rodgers against Brock Purdy. 49ers against the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. They lost the Super Bowl here. This is a new season, a new chapter, whatever you want to say. Aaron Rodgers, we'll see what's going to happen, because you came off of an injury last season. You only played, I think, 2 or 3 games, and you went out. This season, you're if I'm correct, you're hitting 40, or you're somewhere in the 40 range, and you're getting that kind of money on that kind of team, and you're going to get hurt that kind of season. I would not risk it for you to go out there and get hurt like that. So, yeah. 49ers, one more thing about you guys. Brock Purdy, we're going to see what you guys do this season. We're going to see where you guys end up. I'm excited to see where you guys end up. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's my NFL recap and NBA recap. You guys can tell me in the comments who you guys are going for, and tell me who do you think will win this game. With that being said, guys, I'm going to head out. Peace out. See you in the next one. Please, again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below. Please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you.